painting isn't dead, contends London's Saatchi Gallery. The exhibition, Painters Painters, features works of 9 artists, all of whom have various distinctive approaches to explore working with their brushes. The Saatchi Gallery was opened by Charles Saatchi in 1985 in order to exhibit his collection to the public.
We love painting. Charles loves painting. And we love the story it tells. We love the way that you can work with many different mediums as a painter. And young people are growing up using technology at an early age that they never had before. So they have a very easy relationship to it. Painting has become still set in like old school. But for us and for the collection, we've always had a strong focus on painting.
American artist Rafi paints portraits of his young, ambivalent-looking friends against an ultra-flat, two-dimensional space. The Los Angeles-based artist captures a total moment, not merely the subject in isolation from their environment. Don't be afraid, just do it and go with the flow is the 35-year-old's credo. David Hockney was an inspiration for him when he started art school.
And initially when I was learning how to do it, I basically just bought a bunch of paints and locked myself in the studio and just rubbed terpenoid on my hands and just figured it out, because that's really, I think, the only way you can learn. You have to just see how long things dry, what things mix with other things, and that's my favorite part about working, is like the experimentation. You don't worry about the history or about what you can't do, you just like focus on the things you can and what's most exciting.
A personal history is behind English painter David Bryan Smith's work. He was brought up on a farm in the north of England. The family were forced to sell up to make ends meet when his father died. When his mother emptied the house before moving out, she discovered a newspaper picture of the artist's grandfather from the 1930s when he was a shepherd.
Around the time that my mother sent me this image of a shepherd amongst a flock of sheep, I was struggling to find anybody who appreciated my work, and I was quite angry. And I think out of that anger, I said to myself, I want to make 100 paintings of a shepherd amongst a flock of sheep, and with the belief that I could make them all different enough or use as a way, if you like, compositely, to explore colour and dexterity and abstraction.
South African Ansel Kroot initially studied medicine. He wanted to pursue a more creative career, so was advised to become a plastic surgeon. In the end, the 57-year-old studied at the Royal College of Art. His work can be dark, influenced by growing up during apartheid in his home country. There is humour too, as in his Arse Flowers in Bloom painting. He begins his paintings with sketches.
When I'm making my initial sketches, I try not to judge them too much. I simply try to make them. And in a way, you could say they're almost unconscious. And then I look at the sketches later and I bring kind of conscious thinking to them. And I think that one might work. I might not understand exactly why it will work, but there's something in it that holds my attention. And then I begin to develop the image. And if it continues to hold my attention, then I can make a painting out of it.
Amongst the artists in this exhibition are Sydney-born Barney Melgard with his rough, raw and very expressive graffiti-like paintings. English painter Martin Maloney uses strong colours for his portraits and humorous subject matter. The exhibition, Painters Painters, with the works of 9 painters from around the world, is at the Saatchi Gallery until the end of February. To paint is the most ancient form of artistic expression of mankind. At the time, we used to paint in caves, today mostly in studios. But this exhibition at the Saatchi Gallery proves that this art form still attracts and fascinates people today.
Wolfgang Spindler aus London für Euronews.